Hi guys. Well, this isn't a Sea Vixen. It's far more interesting. This is a tool, a new tool, Sabre. 148 Sabre. Basic history, never built a Sabre in 148 before. I built one in 172 a very long time ago. I think it was Matchbox. And I messed it up completely with metal coat, Humbrol metal coats. So, yeah, this is going to be bare metal and a bit of a challenge. Probably end up like one of my shelf queens anyway. Anyhow, so I picked this up from Jedland Models for a reasonable price. Delivered nice, packaged, wrapped in cardboard and then plastic, so it was nicely intact. Yeah, now let's have a look at the design info. So it was tooled in 2020, retooled in 2022 for this one. Again, it's officially a licensed product. Warnings in various languages there. And anyhow, what appealed to me is the Japanese markings. So, anyhow, let's have a look in the box. One sec, I shall pop this. Well, we have the sprues. One bag. Hopefully there's nothing fallen off. Part the instructions. So let's get those up here. Now, this is very important here. So, big notice on the front of the sheet, wash parts. I'm not falling for that one again. So inside here, well protected, are the decal sheets and the stencils numbers. And just to frighten you, we go up to 120 stencils. It's by cartograph. It's lovely. It's not like a thick sheets like Tamiya do. But yes, I think even the Japanese markings are nicely in register. Actually, they are very nice. So, let's instruct the sheets. Put this in the bottom of the box. And we have two lovely stencil sheets. We have the stencil sheet. That's going to be a while. It'll take me a while to do. But I tend to work on. My modus operandi for doing decals is do the top, let it dry, do the sides, let it dry, do the bottom, let it dry. That way you don't inadvertently lift them off with your sticky fingers from the decal, the release agent. And we have two markings. We have the Norwegian Air Force, the Flying Jokers. I've seen this one done a lot, so yeah, it's very nice. And the Japanese Defence Force, air self-defense as they were, because obviously yeah. So you got lots of bits and pieces for this one. Should have the red. Yes, 2 years after I was born this one was. And then the instructions. So this is very obviously for anyone who's built Airfix kits, you'll know that they suddenly transform just from plain grey to colour. Red means that bit's being fitted. And again, it's very important to fit most of the parts. For example, the cockpit. Yeah. You've got an option to put guns in, and you've got an option to do the undercarriage. So I'm going to do it with the undercarriage. I'm going to do it with one of the gun bays open, possibly two. It should be quite nice. Obviously it says about weight. Where does it say about weight on here? Next page, I think. 10 grams. So 2 of those motorbike balance weights should do. Tyre weights. Brought from Amazon if anyone asks. And then you basically get on with building it. Again, where it's coloured red is where you've got to fit. So you can't, with these you can't ignore the instructions, because that's where you go wrong and saying, oh, it's unbuildable or it's a dog of a kit. Yeah, right. I built Harriers for a living. They were a dog of a kit, believe you me. Yeah, obviously note when you've got to drill holes as well, because otherwise you come a cropper. We all know like someone who did that, Nigel. Yeah, the green is obviously for cut parts. Yeah, and then we just go through the instructions. Obviously trimming the leading section of the wing off to fit the gun bays. The gun bay section, the gun bay doors actually have fairing on them, so no need to worry. And very importantly, I think we've got some holes to drill in the step 87. That's step 87. So there's a lot of steps in this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, step 87, we've got to put some exhaust on the fuselage. So 92 steps, quite a small one from Airfix this time. Obviously if you miss out the undercarriage and all the bits of that, it's fairly straightforward, hopefully. Right, let's get the bag. Obviously this is bad old Airfix. Obviously they're trying to save the planet with lack of using plastic, but one bag, pieces will get broken off. There'll be tears if they don't. And I'm just checking the bag to make sure there's no rubbish in there. So we have one clear sprue, the cockpit. We have one, two. This is very nice. This is very nice. It feels. This doesn't feel like the soft plastic. This feels like the hard plastic. So, oh dear, the pitot tube's gone snapped on here. Yes, the importance of why you don't put that other pitot tube at the bottom. I might email Airfix. Then again, I've got some brass rod and I can make a pitot tube, or I can buy one. But this is actually a new sprue, because obviously and the ejector seat has suddenly appeared. Good job I saw that. Now this is basically for this kit, although the wings, basically it depended whether it was a Tuesday or not, whether it was flying with that specific wing. It's quite a nightmare on wings that way. Let's have a look at the kit. It's actually fairly clean. There's a little bit of sink in the bit for the flaps, but again, this age of aircraft that use very thin skins, so you can get away with it, hopefully. Or a little bit of Mr. Surface will fix that. It doesn't feel soapy, if that's the best way to describe it. It doesn't feel like soap. Whereas I know if you pick up the sprue, it feels like it feels soapy. The older plastic. Nothing wrong with the older plastic. Far from it. I said, it's just basically you don't file too hard. Now that's the ejector seat broken off there. Fortunately, we don't need that. We need this version here, which is a seat. Very nice. And we got the FOD covers, which is cool. There's literally no flash. Most impressive. Airfix, what were you thinking about that? Again, there's the pilot. Well, he looks like a pilot, but it's difficult to tell whether that should be a jet pilot or a prop pilot, judging by the gear. He's got the prop a prop kit on there. But then again, for these, it might be okay. I'm sorry, I haven't got my reference material here. Again, this is, well, there's no flash. Yes, you've got sink marks, you've got ejector pin marks here. Most of these you can clean up, so they're all virtually all raised. And obviously, because it's empty, you can clean it up. And yeah, you've got ejector pins on the inside, hidden from view on the gun base. So I will say this: most of the stuff with an Airfix kit is built. It's very thoughtfully. They've thoughtfully placed the ejector pins so you don't see them. And at the end of the day, you see people spend hours and they think, okay, oh, we filled with the ejector pins. And says, why have you filled them? Oh, well, I can see them. You put the parts in, you can't see them. So hey ho. And it's very important to keep these if you're doing a undercarriage down version, because you can trim them and use them as masks. So yeah, I like that. It's very solid, this. Very, very nice. I like the details of the wiring on there, so fantastic. I don't know how accurate it is, but hey ho. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me how accurate it is. Or they've had a nightmare of building it. But yeah, shouldn't be an issue for me. Yeah, there's slightly visible ejector pin on there, on the side. A slight polish with the sanding stick, and they should be fine. Again, nicely tooled, no flash, slight sink marks in the flaps, but when you can do them as a whole unit, they will sink on one side. They haven't sunk on the top; they're only sunk on the rear, on the bottom, so you can get away with that. Obviously, nice piece of glazing, obviously clear. When you hold it away from the very messy what's in that, there's going to be distortion on the bubble canopy because there was for real on them. That's very nice. Again, I always keep them in the plastic bag, stop them from being scratched. So that's that. Now, I'm going to build this thing. I might be completely mad. Obviously, the problem is I have a severe mojo problem with aircraft. I wanted something to get on with in the meantime. So, it's, from me, it's goodbye. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and come back for next time. That's it. Bye for now. Hi guys. This is part 2. Obviously, the video is out of space on here. So yeah, I got carried away. So anyhow, obviously you didn't see me do the glazing bit. Right, go this way. Obviously, nice piece of glazing, obviously clear. When you hold it away from the very messy what's in that, there's going to be distortion on the bubble canopy because there was for real on them. That's very nice. Again, I always keep them in the plastic bag, stop them from being scratched. So that's that. Now, I'm going to build this thing. I might be completely mad. Obviously, the problem is I have a severe mojo problem with aircraft. I wanted something to get on with in the meantime. So, it's, from me, it's goodbye. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and come back for next time. That's it. Bye for now. Ooh.